Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be my top 10 stocks as we head into Thursday, December 30th. This will be a technical analysis breakdown. So if you are somebody that uses charts within your trading, or maybe you're just interested in learning more about the tool of charts and how they can be used to help make good decisions as a trader, this will be a video for you. Before I get to the stocks, just want to personally invite you to get signed up for this free live online class that I'm offering on Thursday. So if you're liking what you see and you want to learn more about this tool and how it can be used to build consistency as a trader, then definitely get signed up for the free class. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a link right down in the description box. If you're watching at my site, then somewhere right there on the webpage, you can click to get signed up. So like I said, if you're liking what you see as I go through the video, then definitely get signed up for the free class. A couple of quick clarification points. First off, I am doing what's known as the 30-minute time frame. So each one of these candlesticks, if you're new, represents 30 minutes worth of time. And then next, the market is still open for a little while. So you're not crazy. That candle is still going to be moving when I go through the various stocks. But I like to do these videos when the market's still open for a while, because that way we can sometimes capture some really interesting action as things play out. But as far as the overall ideas and overall levels that I'll be talking about, they're still going to be completely relevant on Thursday. So with that being said, let's hop right into it. First one here, CPOP. Did this one in yesterday's video, and big breakout here. So this will mean a bit more to those of you that watched yesterday's video, but I talked about that resistance area right there. And you can see this morning got the breakout from there and then never really looked back as it has continued to break out and, methodically trend in the upwards direction. So very nice breakout. Going to go ahead and get rid of these lines as they've served their purpose for now. But in the new levels to add in here from the support side of things is going to be this little pullback point right there around $2.85. You can see, generally speaking, the price got down around there a couple of times, found some support, and then bounced very nicely off it. So that'll be the main and new level of support if there are any sort of pullbacks. As far as areas of resistance are concerned, key level to watch right now, right up there at about $3 and let's call it 40 cents. So 340 will be that main breakout point. But from an overarching standpoint, what matters most is right here, building these higher bases. And as long as those bases, or if you want to picture these as stair steps, so as long as these stair steps continue to be constructed in the upwards direction, that is by far what matters most, and that's exactly what's continued to play out. Next one, PIXY. Again, did this analysis yesterday and got a beautiful breakout here. So I'm going to go ahead and delete these lines out as they serve the purpose for now, and we'll add in some of the newest updated levels. So as far as the new level of support is concerned, right here at that $1.45 mark, you can see that multiple times throughout the course of the day. Couple of times this morning, couple of times mid-afternoon, the price got down around that area and the buyer stepped in a big way. So keep an eye on $1.45 as far as that main level of support is concerned. As far as areas of resistance, first key level to watch will be right there at that $1.65 mark. And if $1.65 can be broken, then it becomes as simple as, okay, well, where did the party officially stop today? And that was up there at $1.74. So $1.65, $1.74. If you want to just call this, general area here a resistance zone, that works too. But the point here being is if the price can actually push up through those areas, that would just be another signal that the bulls are not only remaining strong, but actually gaining that much more strength. Next one, AMC. And overall, the chart is trending downwards, but you got to give credit where credit's due. And as I've talked about in several of the past videos, it's all about that green line right there at $27. You can see it's behaved as support. And then you look at today, and once again, the power of charts. Check that out. Look how the price has been doing such a good job of respecting $27. So nothing new to report there. I mean, I've been talking about that area, but what is new to report is that the price and the chart continues to respect that area. So continue to watch $27 as that main area of support. As far as areas of resistance, again, nothing new to report, but the chart is still definitely respecting this area. I've talked about that purple line there, 50 period moving average being the area of resistance. And when you know it, big bounce up this afternoon, and look right where the bounce got rejected, right at that purple line. So I'm not saying that level can never be broken. I'm just saying it makes sense why the price is struggling around that area. So overall, nothing has changed. Still have $27 key level of support. Still have that 50 period moving average key level of resistance. Next one here, NEW. So for you penny stock players out there, here you go. Very nice pattern here. Got the big breakout during that opening 30 minutes. Price spent some time pulling back, but as you can see right here this afternoon, has started to come back to life again. So that's really what this is all, based on, is this action right here. Pulled back, now starting to work its way back upwards, which brings about the question of, is this the start of something bigger? Now think about that question. In order to be asking that question, well, something needs to first happen in the first place, right? And that has happened. The price has started to recover back upwards. Now, to be fair, maybe this doesn't really mean anything. Maybe this is just about to roll back over. There are no guarantees. That could potentially be the case. But but who knows? That's a two-sided coin. The other side, who knows? Maybe this thing is getting ready to rip back to the upside. So, is it the start of something bigger? Worth at least keeping an eye on. And with that being said, main area of resistance in my mind that stands out. First level right there at that 63 cent mark. And then after 63, next key level right up there at the 70-cent area. So keep an eye on that. For those of you that like to play pullbacks, definitely buyer showed up in a big way down there around that 50-cent mark, so keep an eye on that if it does decide to pull back again. But overall, got to like the volume on this one, and you got to like the fact that it proved during that opening 30 minutes that it can move quick and move in very large amounts. So we'll see if Thursday any sort of history can repeat itself. Next one, FCEL. Did this one previously, and that was a key level of support, but that level just got destroyed today with the earnings report that came out. So moral of the story here, new updates need to be made here. And the first key level that I would definitely consider very important is right here at $4.95. And that's very important because to give some credit where credit's due, from where the price was at its lows, I mean, it did have a nice bounce here. But the question becomes, okay, well, is this bounce the start of something bigger? And if it is the start of something bigger, well, a sign that that's not the case is having the price go right back to where it was, right? And if the price were to go down to $4.95 and then break down below there, what would that be doing? That would be quite literally putting the price right back in this range where it already was. And again, that's not exactly a sign of genuine power. But as of right now, the price is still maintaining above $4.95. But that's why, in my opinion, that's going to be a very important level of support. And then as far as areas of resistance are concerned, key level to watch right up here at $5.20. So keep a close eye on that. But yeah, as you can see right now, this is what, again, like I said at the beginning, why I like doing when there's, the market's still open. As of now, as I speak, yeah, that candle's coming down quite a bit. And you're going to know what happens, right? Because by the time you're watching this, the market will be closed. You'll know exactly how this chart closed out. But as of right now, $4.95 could be coming into play. So it'll be interesting to see if that level can hold up or not. Next one here, NIO, and a very rough move on this one. Opening part of the day, first 30 minutes, big red candle. Next 30 minutes, red candle. Price did start to bounce, although the problem with this bounce right now is that you can see is actually now broken down through that trend line. So that had been a level of support, but now you can see that the price is broken down below that area. So at this point, it's just a question of kind of the exact opposite of, is this the start of something bigger? But in this situation, bigger meaning to the downside. Like, is this going to get that much worse? And, time remains, and only time will tell. But as of right now, it's not a guarantee that things are going to get worse, but it's more than valid. It's a logical thought to be wondering that, given this trend line here has now been violated, and violated in a pretty big way. So I want to repeat that. There are no guarantees in the market. So I'm not saying this is for sure guaranteed, going to roll all the way back over. My point here is it becomes a very valid question to be throwing out there now, given the nature of how it's behaved with that trend line. As far as levels of resistance, if this thing does all of a sudden try to turn itself around, that main area going to be right up there at the $29 mark. So keep an eye on that. But yeah, as of right now, things are looking pretty shaky with that trend line break. Next one, TKAT, and I like this one. Just a very nice pattern, and you have very nice, well-defined patterns. Call it a self-fulfilling prophecy, call it whatever you want. It can certainly produce some very dynamic movements, and that's what we have here. And let's just get this pattern drawn up. Top part of this pattern going to be right up here around $5.40. Bottom of the part of the pattern right down here at this, bottom of the range right there, let's call it $4.90. And then just to make this a little easier, we'll make it one color. So again, we have the resistance there. We have the support there. We have the momentum move right there. And this would be known as a bull flag pattern. So if you like to play these sorts of patterns, and if you like to play this, sort of price range down below $10, then I'd say definitely get this one on your watch list. But yeah, a very nice, very classic looking bull flag pattern. Next one here, CYTO, and right along the same lines, which is why I put them back to back. So I don't need to spend a bunch of time on this because you just heard me talk about how this is a well-defined pattern. Well-defined patterns lead to self-fulfilling prophecy potential areas. So that's what we have here. So let's just get this pattern drawn up. So the first part of this pattern going to be this, resistance trend line right there. Then we have the support part of the pattern down here at $1.90. Now the pattern is a little bit different, but again, the psychology is the same. We have the resistance there. We have the support right there. We have the momentum move right there. And for those of you that are a little bit more visual, let's put the golf hole down there. So for you golfers out there, this would be known as a bull pennant pattern. So yes, I realize the previous one was a bull flag. This is a bull pennant. But at the end of the day, the patterns are generally saying the same thing. Big move up. Now the price is consolidating. And it just becomes now a question of, can the price get continuation by breaking up through that part of the top part of the pattern? We'll see what happens with it. But overall, again, if you like to play this price range, you like to play these sorts of bullish patterns, then definitely get it on your watch list. Next one here, NAKD, and I don't mean to state the obvious, but this is kind of what this whole premise is built upon. But huge volume surge this afternoon. Price bounced very, very nicely, which brings up that question of, is this the start of something bigger? Is this bounce truly strong? And I have no idea, but we can answer that question, is this truly strong, by keeping an eye on that level right there at $5.25. Why is $5.25 important? Well, in my view, truly strong moves are going to make progress, right? A truly strong move is not going to go back to where it was. So, but that does bring up the valid thing. Okay, cool. That's nice, Clay. You say make progress, but those are just words. But that's why I love charts. That's why they're a powerful tool, because they allow you to take words and then make them, turn them into numbers, make them quantifiable. So when I say make progress, I mean $5.25. And I'm not saying this will occur, but for example's sake, if the price came down there, bounced around, and then started to head back up, what would you still have at that point? Well, you'd still have a set of lows there. You'd have lows down there. And like I said in a previous stock, if you envision these as stair steps, you would still have stair steps progressing in the upwards direction, which is progress, right? So in my mind, as long as the price can show signs of progress, and again, progress being defined as staying above $5.25, then yeah, you got to give the benefit of the doubt and say, this is a truly strong bounce. But if the price comes down here and just breaks down and goes back to where it was, well, then, like I said, that's an exact opposite of what a truly strong move will do. But yeah, overall, great movement here. I should map out this next resistance level, which sits right up there at that $6 mark. Next one here, Tesla, and this will mean more to those that have watched the past ones, but nothing has changed other than just showing that the chart is really, really, really respecting these areas here. So I'm just going to go ahead and move these annotations out. So again, I realize that you're not going to hear levels that you haven't heard before, but if this is the first video you've watched, I've been talking about 1070 quite a bit as essentially the bottom part of this range, and when you look at it, check that out, the power charts. This morning, generally speaking, found support right at 1070 before bouncing back upwards. So we'll see if the price can continue to hold above there. As far as levels of resistance, again, nothing new here to report. Still up there around 1115. But the more that it stays confined in this range, the more people are going to take notice. And the more people that take notice, the more plausible it becomes to think that there could be some self-fulfilling prophecy. So as I've said, nothing is guaranteed. But is it valid to think that if the price does work its way up there and gets the break up through there, that could create a whole lot of upside buying pressure? That is an absolutely valid thought process to go through. Because like I said, the longer it stays confined in this range, then more and more people are going to take notice of it, and the more and more people are going to wait to see which way it breaks, and then make their decisions based on that. So when you get situations like this, always worth keeping an eye on. So that wraps up the top 10. Again, if you like what you saw here and you want to learn more about the tool of technical analysis, how it can be used, how it should be used to build consistency as a trader, then definitely get signed up for the free class. Like I said, it'll be Thursday, December 30th at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So definitely get signed up for the free class. If you enjoy these videos and if you like this format, then please communicate that to me by doing two easy things. Hit the like button, leave a simple comment, say hi, let me know a ticker symbol that you're watching tomorrow. But those two things communicate to me that you enjoy these top 10 videos. And as long as I know people are enjoying, then I will gladly continue to put in the time and effort to put these watch lists together. So again, if you like the video, hit that like button, leave a basic comment below. And if you want to learn more about charts and how to build consistency, certainly get signed up for that free class. Everybody take care. Have a good one.